Okay, welcome to our midday midweek Bible study. This is Eat into Eternity, the chronological study of the Bible. And today we are going to just go over lesson 6, which includes Job chapters 10 through chapter 13. Now we have heard from Eliphaz and Bildad, who gave their reasons for Job's life just falling apart. Now we meet Job's third friend, Zophar. The hard part about listening to these men and discerning what's applicable is that sometimes they do actually say true things. It's not all wrong. For example, when Zophar is talking about God, he says in 11:6, God exacts of you less than your guilt deserves. This is true of all of us. We all deserve death, but God is so merciful and He lets us live. We get to live on His earth and breathe His air and eat His food. That is so much more than we ever deserve. That's God's grace. Zophar says a lot of things that are true about God. It's when he starts drawing conclusions about Job that things go left. At this point, Job seems to be exhausted by the attacks from all three friends, and he starts getting a little sarcastic in his responses to them. He says in 12:2, no doubt you are the people, and wisdom will die with you. Maybe he has been hoping that at least one of his friends will understand, but none of them gets it. They have all joined forces against him. Now, Job offers some words of wisdom for those of us who want to comfort grieving friends. He says in 12:5, in the thought of who is at ease, there is contempt for misfortune. It is ready for those whose feet slip. He is pointing out that those who are not struggling don't understand those who are. And in fact, they have contempt for him. Perhaps some of it is rooted in jealousy. Now, it sounds crazy to be jealous of Job at this point, but he is a man who had absolutely everything and who was honorable. This period following the recent disasters might be the first time his friends have felt superior to him, and they jump at the chance to try to point out his sins. In 12:9, Job acknowledges that God is the author of everything, even when he is not the active agent in what is happening. God did not commit these actions against Job. This is a mysterious aspect of God's character. He is not the agent of evil, but it is a necessary part of the story that he is writing. Resist the urge to reach conclusions about God based on what you think humans deserve, unless you are primarily recalling that we deserve nothing but hell and death. That kind of entitlement is a dangerous trap. Most, if not all, of our frustrations about God's actions are rooted in the lie that we deserve something. The word deserve is saturated with the poison of entitlement. Companies use it in advertising to appeal to and feed our self-centeredness. Advertisers know how gullible we are when it comes to our comfort and pleasure. Because of God's mercy and grace, what His children are promised is that we don't get what we deserve. Now here's the God snapshot. In 13 and 15, Job says, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. Job knows that the only place to put his trust is in God. After all he has been through, even as a righteous man who was being wrongly called to account by his friends, he knows that the mercy of God is his only salvation. If you are in a dark place, I would encourage you to dig deep into the story of Job. He gets it. God is our hope in the darkest night. So this has been session 6 of Eden to Eternity. We covered Job chapters 10 through chapter 13. Once again, in your time with God, read these chapters and let the Holy Spirit speak to you. Once again, be blessed, and I'll see you all next week.